So it has been a while since I have filmed a video about the Duggar family, but I have a lot of things to say about some new information that I just found out about Josh Duggar and also his wife Anna Duggar, who you guys know. I've had a lot of things to say in the past. I feel like people tend to give her a lot of slack, and I kind of don't do that. So we're going to be talking about some of that new stuff, some of it being that Josh Duggar is in solitary confinement, and we're going to be talking about the disturbing and problematic reason why he is in there, and also how Anna's been bringing her 7 children to see Josh, even though he's in prison for what he's in prison for. Before I get into this video, I want to tell you guys about today's sponsor, which is Green Chef. Green Chef is a CCOF certified organic meal kit company that helps you cook clean, delicious dinners week after week with step-by-step recipes and pre-measured premium ingredients that save you time. They've changed the meal kit subscription game with options for every lifestyle, including keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, fast and fit, Mediterranean, and gluten-free. Green Chef is amazing and have given me a code to give to my subscribers. Use my code kyeluh60 for 60% off plus free shipping, and all you have to do is go to greenchef.com for more details. I decided that I'm gonna make the cheesy artichoke chicken sandwiches, and what's really cool is it gives you all the ingredients that you got, exactly how to make them, and then it lets you know what you're gonna need and also the allergens, which I think is super helpful. Green Chef sponsoring this video is absolutely perfect for me. It's perfect for moms or people who are extremely busy like I am and have to stress themselves out making time to go to the grocery store and to meal prep. I feel like most of us struggle every single day trying to figure out what I want to cook for dinner tonight, and Green Chef makes this extremely easy for you. Green Chef saves you time by taking care of meal planning, grocery shopping, and most of the prep for you week after week so that you don't have to. Green Chef makes cooking easy so that you can spend less time stressing and more time enjoying delicious home-cooked meals. I get very bored with eating the same thing every single night or every week. I like to have a variety of meals, and with Green Chef's always changing variety of easy to follow recipes means that there's something new to discover each week so that you never get bored. It's the #1 best meal kit for eating well, and you will be amazed at the tasty, crave-worthy meals that you've cooked. This looks so good. I cannot wait to try it. First, I'm gonna try this kale. Oh my god, that dressing is delicious. And a little bit of sweetness from the dates. That is so good. That is so good. So what I love about Green Chef is that it makes everything super convenient for you. You don't have to go to the grocery store. All you got to do is prep the food. All the ingredients are listed out for you. The instructions are listed out for you, super detailed. Tells you step by step and what order to do everything in. This is so convenient for parents because you're constantly changing diapers, feeding your baby, cleaning your house, working, doing all the things that you need to do. Last thing that you want to worry about is what you have to cook for dinner. My favorite thing about this is that I would have never thought to make some of these things that Green Chef sends you, but they are delicious. This cheesy artichoke chicken sandwich makes me feel like I'm sitting at a restaurant. I feel like a chef right now. Like, I feel so bougie. This is so good. Green Chef is amazing and have given me a code to give to my subscribers. Use my code kyeluh60 for 60% off plus free shipping, and all you have to do is go to greenchef.com for more details. Thank you so much to Green Chef for sponsoring this video. So Josh is currently spending his 13-year sentence in the FCI Seagoville prison, which I have heard is not a place that you want to go. I feel like that goes without saying though, because obviously who wants to go to any prison? I don't think any of them are that great. I've heard lots of stories about prison. I watch a lot of videos about it, and the things that go on there, it sounds horrific. And I definitely feel like there is some mistreatment of people in there. I mean, a lot of people go to prison for, you know, little mistakes that they've made. Not everybody in there is a terrible person who's done horrible things like what Josh has done. But apparently this prison specifically that he is at is a really bad prison, and there's actually lawsuits that are against it, and there has been some fatal fights that have occurred there. It's not a good place where he's at, and what he's in there for, you know that there has to be some people who have it out for him in there, but it's well deserved for him, and there's a good reason why he's there. So not only is a prison that he's at bad, but he just recently got put in solitary confinement because Josh was found with a cell phone. I have numerous issues with this. Number one, How did he get this phone? Let's look at all the possible ways that Josh got this phone. The first one, he could have got it from another inmate. Now, the things that he would have to do to get this phone, I don't think it would be easy if he was to get it from someone else, because I feel like a phone would be something that you would really want in there. So if somebody gave it to him, I don't even know the types of things he would have had to do to get it. If you've been in prison, let me know in the comments down below, because I don't even know how to speculate on that, other than I have lots of things popping up in my head, because I just feel like it would be something that would not be easy to obtain in there, and not just because they're difficult to smuggle in, but once it gets smuggled in, I feel like if somebody has that, they're either going to be bargaining with it probably for time, like maybe they would let somebody use it for a short period of time and then they have to give it back or something like that. I don't know, but I feel like it would be really difficult to get one from somebody else. That's a possibility, was that he got it from another inmate in there, or maybe he was borrowing it from an inmate. And obviously there's no borrowing for free, even if he was using it to make a couple phone calls or using it for an hour or whatever when he got caught with it. However, he had to have gotten it. If he got it in there, you know he had to give something to get it. Or he got it from his wife, and that means that she could have smuggled it in there. Now, we're going to be talking about how she brought all of her kids in there to see him and why I have a problem with that. But could the phone have been on one of the children? Because I feel like they had just recently went to see them, and there's like 7 kids plus her. Could one of them have smuggled in a phone to their dad? This is a very, very real possibility. Or maybe Anna herself did it. Either way, I feel like there's a huge possibility, like I'm 99% sure, whether he got it from Anna or got it from an inmate, that she knew that he had it. Maybe he hadn't contacted her yet on it. I don't know. But what else would he need the phone for? I can think of one thing, and it's the reason why he's in prison, which is another reason why there's a huge issue that he had that in there, was what was he looking at on this phone? Was he using this phone to do the things that sent him there to begin with? There's that issue. But the other one is, was he using this to call his wife? Did Anna know that he had it? And that's even if she's not the one who gave it to him. Him being caught with this phone is a really big issue, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I've heard solitary confinement, or the SHU, is horrible, okay? It's like a form of torture being in there. Like, that's something that can drive somebody who's completely sane insane, just being by yourself 24/7, because you got to think, like, you don't have anything in there but your thoughts, but your mind. That's it. The places that your mind can go, and the dark place that you could be in, to have to be in a place like that. Oh my God. And I've heard that this one is particularly disturbing, but from what I've heard from other people who've talked about prison, solitary confinement just sounds awful anyways. But I mean, him being caught with this phone, like, this is really, really bad. Like, he's in a lot of trouble. And I've also heard that, like, he could potentially be in there for months. And I don't have sympathy for him by any means, because as I said, the last person you want to have a phone in prison is somebody who did the kind of stuff that he did. Okay, that is not somebody that should have any sort of device where they could possibly access the internet, or, you know, like, this is not good that he had that. There is no information out about what was on it, if he was calling his wife or if he was looking stuff up on there. I haven't seen anything out about that, but just the fact that he physically had it is a problem. And if we're going to speculate from the side that Anna gave it to him, allegedly, if Anna gave him this phone, not only is that horrible to have done anyways, like, you should not be giving a phone to somebody who has the problems that Josh did, because you're giving them an opportunity to go victimize other children over and over again, and to do the things that are the reason why they're in there. And I'm sure there are some people who think that there's no way that she brought that in there. I'm not 100% convinced that she did, but I do find it odd that it's said that when she went to prison to see him with all of the kids, that there wasn't a lot of interaction between the two of them. So that makes me think, was it on one of the kids? And this is just speculation. This is not saying that that they did this, but I feel like I've heard stories before where people will put things on children because people are less likely to think that they would have something on them. And I don't know how thorough they are at checking people there, but either way, not that thorough, because a phone got in there, whether Anna got it or somebody else did and he got the phone from another inmate. Either way, it was smuggled in. Okay, so there's ways that they're sneaking things into this prison. So it's not so far out there to think that Anna or one of the kids had the phone on them. And I'm not blaming the kids for it, obviously, like they're children. They may not have even known they had it on them if they did. I don't know. This is something that I can't stop thinking about, but I feel like people who may think that there's no possible way that Anna would do something like this, you gotta remember, she is remaining in a marriage with someone who did this horrific stuff, not only to his sisters, but continued to look at the worst of the worst things you can even imagine. And then on top of that, she's bringing her 7 children into a prison to see a man who is serving time for looking at what he was looking at. I can't think of a worst parenting decision, and some people can call me judgy for that or get upset at me for that. And to be honest with you, I don't really care, because it's not like Josh is a good man with good morals who would never hurt a child who's in prison for something unrelated. No, he's in there for hurting kids. So why would this woman bring her children in to see him? And on top of that, why is that even allowed? There's something wrong with the system, in my personal opinion, if somebody who did what he did is allowed to see their kids. And nobody even knows if the kids are okay and if they've experienced trauma from Josh, because Anna denied to have them checked to make sure they weren't hurt by him. And I'm almost certain there's no way they're receiving any sort of helpful therapy, because in what Anna believes, IBLP, all that, they don't believe in any of that. If she even thought that something had happened to them and they were receiving any sort of help, it would literally be something from another person who was in that cult. That's the type of help that they would be getting. I mean, look at what Josh had to do whenever he did what he did to his sisters, okay? He got sent to a place to build a building. It was a place within IBLP. He did receive no actual repercussions for that and no actual help for that. And of course, some people say, even if he did, there's no way he could have been helped because of what he was doing. You know what? You are probably right. But the fact that it was handled the way that it was, there's no way that Anna is handling things correctly with her kids. And I mean, the fact that she even denied them to be checked, why would you do that? Okay, do you actually think that something like that happened? There's a lot of people who want to dust these things under the rug and pretend like everything's okay and nothing has happened, and that could potentially be what she's doing. But to deny them any sort of help is a horrible thing to do. I don't think this is a situation where, oh, these kids need their dad, they need to see their dad. No, they don't. They need to be around people that they are safe with. And I've actually heard that there's rumors some of the older kids didn't even act like they wanted to see him. And I think that that's a really sad situation. But I don't think that they should be being brought into that environment to begin with, but being brought there for what he's there for. Horrible. I think a lot of people who just sympathize with Anna and what she's going through tend to forget, like, there are little kids who are reliant on the adults in their life to make appropriate decisions for them, to make sure that they are taken care of and that they are in a safe environment. This is not a safe environment for the children, and the system allowing the kids to go in to see him. I have so many issues with this, and this is the reason why I am not fully convinced Anna didn't smuggle the phone in there. So he could be in solitary confinement for a long time, just slowly losing his mind in there. Like, it's a bad situation. Like, I've seen a picture of him leaked from prison, and he looks rough. And I'm not giving any sympathy to him. He is exactly where he deserves to be. And for the things that he's done, I don't feel bad for him. And for people who still believe there's a chance that he didn't do these things to begin with, his own sisters believe that he did. Let that sink in. If you guys have been missing my Duggar content, leave me a comment or give this video a thumbs up and let me know that you guys have. And I will definitely do more videos on it, because Ginger Duggar has recently come out talking about the cult IBLP, and she's definitely said some interesting things. I'm so proud of her, and I have stuff to say about that if that's something that you guys would be interested in. Also, if you're curious, I have members content. When you join, it helps support me, and you also get extra videos from me as well. And I also have a PO box, so if you have anything you'd like to send me, that will be linked down below as well. well. Once again, thank you so much to my sponsor in this video, Green Chef. If you guys are interested in checking Green Chef out, please use my code kyeluh60 for 60% off plus free shipping. Go over to greenchef.com for more details. I will have it linked in my bio and also in my pinned comment down below if you guys would like to check them out. Thank you so much, Green Chef, for sponsoring this video, and trust me, if you guys go over and get it, you will not be disappointed. Thank you guys so much for watching this video as always, and I will see you in my next one.